The US Open Tennis Championships, commonly called the US Open, is a hard-court tennis tournament organized by the United States Tennis Association annually in Queens, New York City. It is chronologically the fourth and final of the four Grand Slam tennis events held after the Australian Open, French Open, and Wimbledon. Amidst the intense action of the US Open men's and women's finals, the spotlight wasn't just on the players. Celebrities in the crowd caught our attention as well, showcasing iconic timepieces that added an extra layer of elegance to the event. Let's take a look. Starting with the champion of men's championship, Jannik was wearing a Rolex GMT-Master II Ref.126711CHNR. This Oyster Perpetual GMT-Master II comes in a oyster steel and Eve rose gold two-tone case and oyster bracelet. This model features a black dial and a two-color Cerachrom bezel insert in brown and black ceramic. In addition to conventional hour, minute and seconds hands, the GMT Master II features an arrow-tipped hand, which circles the dial once every 24 hours, as well as a bidirectional rotatable 24-hour graduated bezel. The distinctively colored 24-hour hand displays the home reference time in a first-time zone which can be read on the graduations on the bezel. The traveler's local time is easily set by jumping from hour to hour. Thanks to an ingenious mechanism operated via the winding crown, the hour hand can be adjusted forwards or backwards independently of the minute and seconds hands. This allows travelers to adapt to their new time zone without affecting the precision of their timekeeping. This watch costs about $20,000 in the secondary market. In number 2, we have Usher, who showed up wearing a classic Jaeger LeCoultre Reverso Tribute blue in stainless steel. The Reverso Tribute revives the codes of the first Reverso born in 1931. Continually reinvented without compromising its identity, the trapezoidal applied indexes echo the form of the Dauphine hands, creating a modern interpretation of the original watch. The Reverso Tribute houses an outstanding range of complications, from simple to the most complex, displayed from one side and beyond. Speaking of its dial, the Reverso DuoFace has a sunburst blue dial with a small second subdial at 6 o'clock and a striking silver Klaus de Paris Guilloche dial showing a night-day indicator at 6 o'clock to mirror the small seconds on the other side. The matching strap, specially designed by the famous Argentinian bootmaker Casa Fagliano, brings even more character to the Reverso Tribute models. This watch will cost $10,600 if MonoFace, or $13,300 if DuoFace. Perhaps Kevin Jonas of Jonas Brothers had one of the coolest watches on his wrist, a vintage Patek Philippe Nautilus reference 3801J. This mid-size Nautilus embodies all of the porthole-inspired character of its larger siblings, just with a slightly smaller 37mm case and a perhaps more polarizing metal color. Dating to circa the 1980s, it features a matching integrated yellow-gold bracelet, a signed crown, a gorgeous, champagne Atiki dial with applied tritium-filled indices and a matching handset, and Patek's caliber 335 SC automatic movement inside. This watch can cost up to $75,000 in the secondary market. Up next we have Bad Bunny, who was wearing a discontinued ladies' Patek Philippe Nautilus reference 7010R001. This watch features a 18-karat rose gold case with a black alligator leather strap and a rose gold bezel set with 46 diamonds. It has a white dial with gold-toned luminescent hands and markers with date display at the 3 o'clock position. It runs on the caliber E23-250S C quartz movement. This watch goes for $68,000 in the secondary market. Patrick Mahomes, while enjoying the match along with Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce, was wearing a new Audemars Piguet Royal Oak self-winding flying tourbillon. This stainless steel timepiece features a smoked burgundy dial. This vivid shade is achieved by applying a translucent tinted lacquer after decorating the dial with a sunburst finish to accentuate the color's radiance. Although simple in appearance, the combination of these finishes required extreme dexterity to fulfill the manufacturer's exacting standards. Matching with the watch's body of stainless steel and contrasting with the burgundy dial, the applied hour markers and royal oak hands are crafted in 18-karat white gold for optimum legibility. They respond harmoniously to the flying tourbillon cage at 6 o'clock that reveals some of the movement's rhodium-toned components as it completes its full rotation in 60 seconds, reducing the effect of gravity on the watch's accuracy. This watch has a market price of $330,000. In number 6, we have the finalist of men's championship, Taylor Fritz, who was wearing a two-tone Rolex Daytona reference 126503. This 40mm watch carries a case made of yellow gold and oyster steel with a solid 18-karat yellow gold bezel engraved with tachymetric scale, which frames the scratch-resistant sapphire crystal that shields the captivating white dial. It has a retail price of $15,100. Now it's time for the wrist check of Olympic gold medalist Jason Tatum, who was wearing a cool Patek Philippe Complications Calatrava reference 5180-1R001. The 5180 was the first fully skeletonized watch to be ever produced by the brand in 21st century. This Calatrava skeleton is the newest of its kind that comes in rose gold. The famous ultra-thin self-winding caliber 240 movement, which celebrates its 40th anniversary in 2017, is completely skeletonized, decorated and engraved by hand. The engraving alone accounts for about 130 hours of work. For the first time, the winding rotor is decorated with the engraved logo of the Patek Philippe seal. It pays tribute to the rare handcrafts that are painstakingly upheld by the manufacturer. This watch can be picked up at a market price of $90,000. English actor Eddie Redmayne arrived wearing an Omega Aquaterra from the Shades collection. This 38mm timepiece features a sandstone-colored dial that pays homage to the warm and rich tones of sandstone landscapes. This model has a symmetrical case and crown in fully polished stainless steel and a wave-edge design featured on the back. This classic Aquaterra is powered by Omega's coaxial master chronometer caliber 8800, certified at the industry's highest standard. This watch will cost $6,600 if picked up from a boutique. Now we have our second gold medalist, Stephen Curry, who was wearing his Cartier Santos reference WSSA00 for 8. This Santos features a steel case, PVD bezel, steel crown set with a facete blue synthetic spinel, blue striated dial, steel sword-shaped hands with luminescent material also on the hour markers, sapphire crystal, blue rubber strap with interchangeable steel deployant buckle and manufacture mechanical movement with automatic winding caliber 1847 MC. It has a retail price of $8,050. Andrew Garfield was wearing his Omega DeVille Tracer. This model has a 40mm stainless steel case, which is presented on a black leather strap. The domed opaline silvery dial includes a date window at 6 o'clock as well as hands and indexes in 18-karat white gold. Inside, this DeVille Tracer is powered by the Omega coaxial master chronometer caliber 8910. It has a retail price of $7,100. And last, but not least, we have world's fastest men and Olympic gold medalist Noah Lyles, who arrived at the men's finals wearing an Omega Constellation. This 39mm 18-karat yellow gold model features a bezel engraved with Roman numerals, a sun-brushed champagne dial and a date window at the 6 o'clock position. The hands, Omega logo, constellation star, and indexes are all in 18-karat yellow gold. Its retail value is $42,000. He also arrived at the women's finals, wearing a special Omega Speedmaster Apollo 11 50th Anniversary Edition. Celebrating the 50th anniversary of Apollo 11 in 1969, Omega presented this limited edition model of 6,969 pieces. The watch includes a 42mm case in stainless steel with a polished 18-karat moonshine gold bezel. The bezel ring is polished black ceramic with an Omega Ceragold tachymeter scale. There is a varnished grey and black dial with all indexes and hands in 18-karat moonshine gold, except the central chronograph seconds hand, which is PVD coated in moonshine gold. A unique hour marker is positioned at 11 o'clock, and there is a distinctive 9 o'clock sub-dial in 18-karat moonshine gold with a laser-engraved image of Buzz Aldrin climbing down onto the lunar surface. The Naiad lock caseback reveals numerous engravings, while a laser-engraved image of Buzz Aldrin's footprint is positioned on a medallion under the sapphire crystal. 18-karat moonshine gold-plated lettering includes the quote, "That's one small step for a man, and one giant leap for mankind." Inside, it is powered by the Omega Master Chronometer caliber 3861. This historical model carries a market price of $16,000.